Okay, hi everybody! Hi meowers! Hi every meow. Are you guys gambling already? We just started! We just started! Okay. Okay. Wait, did I start it on YouTube? No, I did. Hi everybody! Okay. Hi Chris! Ready? Today we're playing an oldie but a goodie. It's from 2015. Here. Ah! Hi! Old like me? What do you mean? No! No, guys, stop. We're not doing these bits this early into the game. Stop. We're not doing this. We're not doing this early. No, I'm not, Unc. What are you talking about? I'm like, well, sometimes I'm Unc. It depends on the day. Hi everybody, hi. What happened to my TikTok? What do you mean what happened to my TikTok? I think it's normal, right? It just, some of the stuff got taken down because they didn't like it. Oh, here, look. Wait. This is what I ate. This is so peak. It's actually super good. Hi, Pokey. You can yippee better? Okay. Look what flavor it is. It's peak flavor, by the way. Give you some. Are you crazy? No, I did have sour strips this time. I had sour fruit roll-ups. The only reliable geopolitical news source? Okay. Hi, Lancer. Hi. Hi, Lumas. I feel like today's a very chill day. Sharing is caring? I actually, those are, I can't give you those. Because they're for my work. So since they're going on my tax write-off, I'm not allowed to share any of them. Oh, you're sick? What's in the agenda for today's Raw? Today we're playing the beginner's guide. I care about you guys. Got any for you guys? Listen, okay, here, okay. Do you want the blue ones only, or do you want the red ones too? Because I've been eating them like crazy, okay? I have 6 left. If we split it 250,000 ways, everybody can get like 1 nibble, I think. Since the money I get is our money, where's your cut? You didn't buy PS, okay. No. First I have to double it. I gotta put it on green. You need a forehead reveal? I gave you guys a forehead reveal last time. Did I eat actual food? No, I did. Actually, you just reminded me I need to take my meds like in an hour or two, I think. I actually ate this time. I didn't skip my meals this time. You want to play Minecraft? No, not today. We have something better. Here, look. The beginner's guide. So you know what like the Stanley Parable is, right? So it's like the Stanley Parable, but it's not the second one. It's by the same author. And I heard it was really good, and it was a game recommendation. So I figured we would play it for stream today. Wait, why can't you guys see it like normal people? Oh, you can. Did I see the stuff about the Epstein files? Yeah. I made like 3 videos on it, but what happened to it? But they took it down. At least on TikTok they did. On Instagram it's still up there. You had the Pop-Tart ice cream over the weekend? Ew. You know, I only had a Pop-Tart, like, hi Reaper. I only had a Pop-Tart, like, once, I think, ever in my life. And I didn't like it. I thought it was really bad. Do I meow? I think that's a good one. That's my best impression, by the way. That one and the Miku one, I think those are the only ones I can actually do. Can you birth in YouTube chat? Are you crazy? No more birthing! That's against the rules. I made it illegal. It passed House and Senate. It's going to Trump's desk. Thank you for the 1-bit, Lancer. You came for the suspicious link? Okay. The impression was fire. Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard on that one. I studied. You know what I mean? My friend has a cat, so I went to her house and I started chasing around her cat. And I think her cat didn't really like it very much, but it was a really good study for me. Bye. See you later. Can you see the dog you didn't get to see last time? I think he's sleeping. He's sleeping. I don't want to bother him. But I said Twitch chat. Okay. The only reason is all for releasing them. No. You guys don't get it. He's all for releasing him because no. He's all for releasing them because now that everybody is shipping him and Bill, right? He's hoping that Bill will see that and still get back together with him. That's gonna be his favorite part, right? So he's gonna release them. And then Bill's gonna be like, Donald, why did you release all these things of us together? And he's gonna be like, because Bill, even more than Elon, even more than Putin, I needed you. And then he's gonna be like, just look, Bill, the world wants us to be together. And then they're gonna get together. And that's why he actually wants to release the files. What if he's actually just a brony? Okay, I still don't believe that. I still don't believe that because, I mean, it doesn't really change much. Okay, it's kind of crazy insane. But it doesn't change much in terms of, like, Trump being into yaoi. You will see Huh? You're so behind. Trump and Bill have been seeing each other to this very day behind Putin's back. No, that's not confirmed. I have no, like, proof of it. At least with, like, the stuff with Putin and stuff, like, they actually flirt with each other. But with Bill, if it's secret, they were doing a very good job at it. Do you know what I mean? Bye. See you later, pastry. What if Bubba is the same horse that Putin rode? What? That would be really freaky for Putin, wouldn't it? If he's... We're gonna start the game. I didn't think I wanted to think that much, actually. Okay, we're starting. Ready, guys? Today we're playing The Beginner's Guide. Did you see the interview where they asked Bill about the email and he smirked at the camera? No, that wasn't actually that's actually wrong. That's actually, what do you mean make it louder? It's already so loud. No, I think that was actually false. They actually asked him something else. And then people just put the caption over the video. Because that video has been from, like, ages ago. Because if you're not, like, following the political yaoi, right? That video is, like, ages and ages and ages ago. And they just keep reusing it over and over and over again for other things. But they didn't specifically ask him about the email. They asked him about something else. I think it was, like, it might have been, like, something about the island in general. But it definitely wasn't, it wasn't recent. It wasn't recent at all. Went from fake to hoax and back to fake. And now it's really, yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, is it loud enough? I'm locked in. I heard this was really good. One of you guys recommended this to me.
Hi
but
there.
I never played it.
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course,
I wanna
it
answer
destroys
your
the
guys'
illusion
chats, but
that
I'm
this
gonna let it go
actually
for a
is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
Rush
it
B, I
kinda
know it
makes
looks
you
like
wonder.
Valorant, right?
What was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Okay, wait. Let me answer some of this stuff before I go on. I didn't know he would talk this long. Let me turn it down too, actually. Okay, I think that's fine. You watched Jacksepticeye play this years ago? Yeah, this came out in 2015. This came out literally a decade ago. I was 12, by the way. When did I play Baby Steps? Yesterday night. Should you make a drawing of me if you want to? I really like all of my art. Like the ones that you guys make for me. Fourth wall broken before it even began. I know, right? You're watching at work? Okay. Lumie does too. Stop giving birth! Stop giving birth in the chat! I said stop! Stop doing that. I gotta say congrats? Oh. Wait, for what? Congrats! I should check the museum? Okay, hold on. What did you guys put in the museum? Why did you put me in Clash? Okay, we're going back to the game. Stop being weird. Okay.
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
HR's there? Okay, good luck. Okay, hold on, let me lock in. Oh, I have a gun!
Whisper machine activated. Shift destruction imminent.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Oops.
You can click to fire the gun.
Infinite Luma glitch.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
Hello? Let me
It kind of
out!
looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun,
I'm
which
scared!
you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Oh.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Second I got the gun for PC.
Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Okay. Okay.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it
Don't
that I've ever been able to
judge!
discern, so in the interest
Don't
of time, I'm just
judge!
gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, I was doing it, man. What happens if I go back in?
Or, if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Man, I'm having such a good time. This is so fun. Okay, we'll stop rage baiting him. That's fine. We'll go normally, like normal people. Let's be normal, good people that listen to him like normally.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could
It's
disrupt
powering
it
the
and
whisper
use it
beam!
right in
We're
our
so
hands.
cooked!
If you...
That would be
Your
me
body
if I
can
was
stop the beam.
LARPing, by the way.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
What happens if I don't? What happens if I don't? Oh, I'm stuck! Let me out! Guys! I was just kidding!
This is not a branching point, unfortunately. The only option is to step into the beam.
Is Half-Life? Okay, I did it. I stepped into the beam.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first
Excellent
compiles and
tutorial.
plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's eating us! I'm going! Bye, Lancer. See you later.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful
Me,
place,
you
juxtaposed
listen to me.
against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this,
You know what
something
this looks
lodges
like?
itself in
Looks
his
like
brain.
Roblox.
He wants to do
This
more
is
of
exactly
these really
like the Roblox
weird
based
and
board where you make a
experimental
game.
designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a
Alice.
stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Why am I in space? Because that's his game. Hello, let me move. Let me move! Please! Please! Mr. Narrator, please! Mr. Narrator, please. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh, the past. You know what that says? You know that shirt that's like, he lied. Oh, wait, no. He lived because he lied. She died because she believed. Whatever. That's what that looks like to me. Wait. Okay, watch this. Oh, I'm so good at this game. Wow. Wow, we're so good at this. It's the back rooms.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Oh!
It is less
but the
advanced
future
than the
cannot be
previous
seen.
game, but actually
Look,
it seems
he's
to be
5
more
steps
focused,
ahead.
more complete.
Watch, I gotta turn around.
Coda's trying to give
Oh.
it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Can you give birth? No, it's illegal. It's not allowed anymore. Okay, why does the future keep changing? And then it's gonna change again. Oh, my fault. Oh. Oh. Wait, that didn't. Okay, wait. Okay. Walking backwards simulator. Wait. Oh, watch this. Wow, we're so good at this. When she stops and looks, it becomes clear. That's you guys, by the way. We're all her now. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
He just said it was bad, and he was happy it ended, by the way. I'm just saying, I'm not, that's just what he said. He said, I think it's quick, and that's why it works. So I'm glad that it ends. That's what he said. Like, Mater in cars? What are you guys talking about? Okay, we're playing horror. Hold on. This is like... Hello?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
This is what my professors used to sound like when I was in, like, I was in this one class. It was like film lit.
Oftentimes,
I didn't miss
Coda
a whole
would put
sign.
bizarre
I saw
titles
it.
like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do? Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
He's cheating! He's ruining the artistic integrity of it, by the way. No. He doesn't understand this one at all. Okay, he's saying, listen. He's trying to do this, like, crazy, insane, poignant take about every single game, right? But he doesn't understand this one at all, okay? You see how at the beginning, we're going really fast, and as we get closer to the top, we go really slow, and the door is open, and you can see it, and you can get to it, but you can't actually get to it, yet... Richard! I'm doing analysis! Stop! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Listen. Yippee! Oh, thank you for the 1 bit. Thank you. Okay. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so obviously that's because at the beginning, right? Don't do it, save it for the next month. That's because at the beginning, right? Everything goes a lot faster because whenever you start things, right? Your growth is exponential. But like, you know how an exponential graph? No, let's say logarithmic. You know how logarithmic graph, it's like, this is the graph, right? And then here's the thing, it's like this. Wait, let me do a better one for you. It's like this, right? It's like logarithmic. So it's like super fast at the beginning, and then it slowly plateaus at the top because you hit your ceiling, right? You hit your cap, and you have to keep innovating on it over and over again. Right now, we're hitting our cap, right? And that right there, that's breaking the ceiling, okay? That's breaking the logarithmic ceiling. And you can see it, but it's hard to do it because you have to innovate it. Stop interrupting! You have to innovate on it over and over and over again, right? So you keep going, and then, why are you guys, stop it! Voorhees, stop. No, I'm not broken. No, listen. Listen, you're making me confused, okay? So then, at the top, right, you hit your ceiling, and the door is up there, but you almost can't reach it. Unless you try really hard. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna cheat now. I mean, I'm gonna make you walk normally. First of all, he was lying. Second of all, well, if you tell me to keep yapping, now I'm not gonna want to keep yapping anymore. You guys are just still literate. Okay, still. He said press enter. What do you mean press, oh. No, I'm not pressing enter! Voorhees! Why did you do that? We just ruined the artistic integrity! That is not how the game should be played! What do you mean you feel like giving birth right now? Mods! Call a doctor! Get him out of the chat! I should write it on a big dry erase board and then draw lines to everything? Okay. Wait.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games. Coda
tweaking
would often
out.
tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant.
Her mouth
He
is
said
dry
that he
just from
knew that
hearing
he was
this.
actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Shut up, narrator. You don't know anything. I'm sorry. You know what? That was rude. This is your friend. No, wait. I was reading it. I was reading it. It feels like a Unity game. It might be. It was made like 10 years ago. Okay. Okay. See, now let me figure out the motif for this one, the theme, if you will. Okay, first.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Shh, narrator, shh, shh. I'm really locked in right now, and you're really not. What is that? I can't see. Can I crawl through this? Is it a dog door? Okay, hold on. Can I get back up? No! I'm trapped! Okay, no, it's fine. Watch this. We close it. And then we open it, now it's gonna change. What do I mean? What do you mean don't shush the narrator? He's just saying crap, okay? Okay, no, listen. Because the smoke is flying to the right. That is because going right is the right direction. Because if air flows in that direction, we must also flow in that direction. That's called equilibrium. Wear the glasses just for the style. No, I'm wearing contacts. So you can give birth? No! No birth giving! Mods! Mods, evict them! But I hear water this way. Let me out! Let me out! Go in before the door closes. Okay, here, we're in. Ah!
Don't
That's
forget
a
that
good
solution,
one.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Don't worry.
We're gonna see it a lot.
Okay, so this is obviously 3 dots, because with 2 more dots it would make an X, and X marks the spot. And what did we see as the name of a game earlier? Stand on the X. So obviously there will be an X later. Science teacher Yowie. Hi, fish.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter,
Look, he's always
it'll
cheating,
remove
dude,
all
look.
of the walls from this room.
Watch. I don't even want to do what he's saying, but I'm kind of curious. Help! 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 I'm scared.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
scared.
I actually find it funny that this game comes after the stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So,
That looks so
in the
nasty. I
stairs
can't
game,
lie, it looks like a lot of
dull
worms.
exterior concealed a rich interior.
dots,
And then, in this level, a dull interior
mean you're
hides
giving
this
birth?
fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Why did he just ask me an open-ended question? Like I'm in class. Listen, you listen here. Listen, I was, is this an extended metaphor?
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering
This is his
game
friend,
from
let me not
earlier,
be rude. This is
tells
his
us
friend.
that
Let's be
Coda
polite.
believes his games are
It's very
connected
unbecoming
somehow.
to be rude to him.
It could even
What game
be
is
that
this?
the stairs game
It's,
and puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Still, that's because you're impatient. You said that about before your eyes too, and then the ending happened, and then you started crying with the rest of us. So I don't want to hear from you. Don't you know still patience is a virtue? It's goofy. Yippee! Thank you for the 200 bits, Raycon!
let's talk about video game development for a second.
Is this gonna make you guys cry
Every
too?
video
I'm not
game
sure.
runs on what's
I
called
don't know
an
if his friend is
engine,
dead or
which
not.
determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games,
No.
Coda is using an
Oh.
engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the
Oh, watch
things
this,
that it
watch
does
this,
very
watch this.
well
Wait, I wanted to
is
check the other side,
boxy
actually.
linear corridors.
Shh.
That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I just gotta make
The
sure.
tools
What
available
if
to
there's
the
like loot?
creator
You know what I
shape
mean?
what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to
Wow,
notice
the
how they seem
architecture.
to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Okay, now we go normally. Roll the tapes, you were silent. Still, I don't want to hear from you. Okay, watch this, guys. I'm a Roblox pro, by the way. I used to play speedrun. And I was really good at it. Watch this. So peak. Okay. Ah! Ah! Oh. See, look, guys, I saved us. No, I literally saved us an entire obby. There's no fall damage here, so it doesn't matter. I saved us going through that whole thing. You guys should be so grateful. That's all me, by the way. Okay. Okay, so my prediction for this one. What is that? Stop! 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 Ah! Oh! Sorry. No, it's not horror. No, I'm just shocked. I was just shocked. I was just shocked seeing it happen. It was just shocking. I didn't.
This prison, funny enough, in
Wait.
Coda's original
me
design, the
out.
doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
I mind. No, I don't mind. He's right. I don't mind. Ah!
This is something that he
It's
and
a
I used to
horror game?
argue
No, it's not a
about a
horror
lot.
game.
You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home,
Hi, Stan.
and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
Okay.
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Is this? No, I won't say it. I won't say it just yet. Hi, Temp. Hi, Dusty. Okay, watch this,
It's the
guys.
puzzle
Now I'm
again,
a pro at this.
with the exact same solution as the last time.
Let me through. Oh. Let me through.
There's
let me
still no
through.
clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I
Because-
promise
no,
I'll share
you
with
don't
my
understand.
interpretation very shortly.
No, narrator, you don't understand. See, the thing is, he has to close the doors behind him to open the upcoming doors. That means he has to close out his past to visit the future. And he doesn't want to do that because he said that he keeps looking back towards the future, right? And what do you usually look back towards? You solved that puzzle? Thank you, literally him? Okay, thank you. Oh.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that
Wait,
he
wait.
fashioned out of the
I'm trying
engine's chat.
to read the dialogue!
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard. to
I
respond.
understand! Ahem. You there? Did you come from up above? What was up there? That's the person in the middle, by the way. That's one of Koda's internals. Because all of the games, he doesn't make it for anybody. He makes it for him. It's like music, right? It's like art. He's making it to represent his feelings, right? Bye, Manny. See you later. Okay. Now we're gonna say the most abstract one. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. That's the world above! You've been there! Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yeah! Okay, so these are Koda's that's the id, the ego, and the super ego, right? And that's Koda's subconscious. And we are Koda, okay? Now let's think. What would Koda say? Okay? Would Koda enthusiastically say yes? Would he pretend not to remember? Or would he just say he didn't want to tell them? If we say the third one, it's gonna set him up to be more guarded against himself. Do you know what I mean? Is it too loud? Or no? Hold on, let me fix it a little bit. It looks loud on my end. Okay, anyways. Like I was saying, we should, I don't think we should set him up to be distrustful. Let's just set him up to be a little bit scheming, okay? So we don't remember having to go through the puzzle. You don't? How did you get here? The puzzle's the only way. We can still say yes, but I don't want to say yes. But what's wrong with saying yes? See, our problem is that... No. Maybe our problem is that we assume that everybody else is out to get us, right? But for Koda... But Koda believes the only way through is, like, falling. And closing doors behind you. And killing yourself. I mean, wait, can I say that on here? Oh my gosh. I meant, in game, like resetting yourself in game, whichever option is the most gay. Okay, we're actually gonna say yes, we did solve it, because I think that he would never. We're on the other side at all. You have no idea what's on the other side. You cannot help us escape this prison. You're not the one I need. No! I cooked us! Vaquero, what are you talking about? Okay, hold on. Okay. Hi, Steel! Okay, so no, we've been right here this entire time. So they're telling, I suggest you go see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be salty, you sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Not sure, but if I have any suspicion what you find will be worth what it takes to get there, you have another chance to solve it soon. See, this is obviously way on the left one. What do you mean? I can't get up there.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level. It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Koda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're gonna see it in the work as well. His games are just gonna become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
No! Don't take me out! Are the narrator and creator friends? I think they used to be. They used to be friends. I don't know if they're still friends. But... Oh, you're just playing? Sorry, I'm like tweaking around. This game is making me tweak like crazy. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is like Elden Ring.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the
Stop,
first game of his that I ever
Bryce.
played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw
Doxed.
him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was
Hi,
like,
Brian.
I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Stop, Brian.
And I
Don't listen to
cooled off
Still.
eventually.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn it off. Hold on. Yeah, now there's no yippies, are there? Not so fun now, is it? Look how you gave the entire class punishment. Look what you just did, Brian. Now the whole company can't listen to these anymore. Look, isn't that crazy? Not so fun, right? Crazy, right? Now it's not so yippee anymore, is it? I see your 21 bits. In fact, I see all of your bits. But now we can't do it anymore. Look what you've
Skip
done.
over any of
You've
these
ruined
notes
it for
if
a
they're not doing
hostile
anything
work
for you.
environment.
Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
Whoa, why is it
I
lagging
see
like
this
crazy?
person who's filled with thoughts and feelings
Whoa,
and
stop,
beliefs.
stop. What's wrong with you?
And has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Let's applaud Brian. Sacrifice Brian.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I
Is
could
what
just
to you?
play someone's game and see the voices in their head
Is
and
what
get
to
to
you?
know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
Are you Coda? Is this actually your
I
work?
think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Okay. The yippee still plays in your head? Okay. Brian, stop talking to yourself. You're losing it. You're losing the plot. Are all the lore in the game real or like a fictional story? I don't know. I actually have no clue. You hope I add sound bites to the rewards? It could all be annoying. Okay. Okay. It's still Coda's game? It is. Okay, I stopped reading them. Sorry. Listen, I know this is technically not allowed, but I really want the achievement. And I think they sound nice. Someone needs a timeout. Okay. Ryan, did you finish sending the bits? I'm gonna turn it back on. Okay? Everybody behave. You want me to talk about Trump Yowie? I can't right now! They're silencing me like crazy! I don't know how far I can take it anymore. You know, like before it was free reign, you know, it was whatever goes. Because it was me making it up. Like, what can there can't be any rules! Because it's me making the Yowie! And now they're like, nah, That Yowie's not allowed. Super lame. It means it's real though? Yeah, I know. I wish they would make it real in public. Racist? I mean, they might be. No, I think they would. No, I think they would still silence me either way. I don't think it matters, to be honest. Bye. See you later. Real in public? What do you mean real in public? Am I Epstein? No. Are you Epstein? Okay, wait. AO3 is down because of cloud bite? I actually didn't know that. Okay. You're glad you found my Twitch? Where'd you come off of? TikTok or Instagram? Brian, what are you saying? What are you saying?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution.
Brian, you got one more, and then I gotta mute it again.
And so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Okay. Say goodbye to the yippies again. Alright, it's cooked. Is this game Yowie like the narrator and creator who plays a zip file full of 100 games to find a gimmick? I mean, he was a very dedicated friend, I guess. Oh, from my Instagram? I personally like posting on Instagram better. They just don't censor me over there. Okay, Brian, wrap it up. Can I play God of War? I don't have God of War. Hold on.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I'm making a beat, hold on. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Stop giving birth! No birthing! It isn't low-key anymore, it's just full. Still give it time. It could be really good. Look, monkey's on a typewriter. Don't you know that that thing? If you give a monkey a typewriter, they'll eventually write a sentence or whatever. It's an important part of the game, Hold on. Ah, it's so loud, hold on. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak! That was great narration. The narrator should have said that. Can you give birth? No, you can't give birth! Stop giving birth.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay, so he's saying that he's like, oh, the endings of the games, each of the games are like a thought, right? And after each thought, you get like a moment to reflect on the thought, and then you finally close the chapter, the door in the chapter of your life forever. And I feel like we basically said just that, but in way better terms. So the narrator doesn't know what he's talking about. 2009, you were 22? No, you weren't, liar. Were you really?
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this
you're
prison.
39, actually?
He's gonna start over, use the same
cool.
assets,
I didn't know that.
turn it into something
I didn't know we had
else.
people that old in here.
Okay,
That's cool.
Here's version 2.
Dude, you were my age in 2009. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Oh, Hurry! We're putting a hole in the ground! Oh. The Luma Phantom spans generations? Yeah, I know! I think it's cool! Okay, what about the wall of the room? Let's put 10 stoves lined up on the wall. Okay. Ooh, let's put Tesla coils. This is lame! This is the illusion of choice. And a table, you need a table. Tables were invented in 1935. You were 5 in 2009? I was 6, I think. Well, it depends when. Depends when in 2009.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just.
It's IKEA!
For weirdness' sake.
You were 1? How young are you?
So okay.
Hey,
he
I was
throws it out
playing
and
that.
starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Was I 6 or... Still, I'm not reading that. Read the bits? I see the bits. It says cheer 1 like 6 times. Okay. Why are they just having me mess everything up? Oh, this is a reflection of his mind. This is a reflection of his inner mind. See how everything's getting a little bit crooked and kind of crazy? Wait, where are the shelves? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, he's slowly deteriorating, creating these games. He's saying his mind is a prison. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay. The narrator is telling the story of his friend through games. I thought these were his games.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Creator Yowie, basically.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually
Denying the
get
right to
the
give
well.
birth is low-key
And then a
racist. No,
version
it's
where
not.
The inside of the
No, it's
prison
not.
is the outside, and the
Because-
outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these.
Hold on, let me listen
really
to him.
unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. This is the Friends game? I put too much emphasis on the word Yowie? What do you mean? It's Yowie. You want the right to birth in chat? No birthing in the chat. It reminds me of the Stanley Parable. It's, I think it's made by the same guy. Okay. Guys, shh. This is an important part of the lore. Okay. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me! I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? This is you guys talking to you guys, by the way. So you were trapped in this prison too? The prison of your mind?
It's a conversation. And so
I can see that.
What Coda wants is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I already knew that, and you didn't listen to me. Okay. Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was in the escape tutorial. Yes, I was in the reverse prison. What would Coda say? Coda would always say he was in a prison. That's where I am right now! Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? It's... Actually, am I forgetting what being in the prison was like? It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly emotional at the same time. Okay, you obviously miss being in the prison because... No, but you don't make games about prisons anymore. So, do you really miss it? Or are you a new person? Well, you can miss it without wanting to go back to it, though. Let's not put words in his mouth. It feels like being completely still and wildly emotional at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. I don't feel like the same person at all. Feel like a brand new person. Ooh. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. No, I don't think that's necessary. I think... Oh, and I don't like number 1 either. I don't think growth is necessarily bad. Or at least I'd like to think it's not. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. No, you didn't. No, I think I'm the first person to call back. And can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you! What do I have to do? I think that would be a bad idea. To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. What are you guys talking about, the tsundere of Twitch? You've been patient for a whole hour. The game really is at... No, still, you have to wait. Patience is not on a time limit. Patience is a mental position. Patience is determination, okay? Let's see. I think we should say... I don't think telling past me to be sincere will be a good idea. Let's just say... Let's say 3. Let's say 3. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. You don't listen, but only because I'm an alpha? Okay. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. Let's be super vague. It will make sense. Hi, Gabo. Yo, you're gonna do what to me? Mods, send the Jehovah's Witnesses. Get on my speed dial. I'll be here for as long as you need. Okay. Return the slab.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
See, the reason that Coda does that is because at the beginning he wishes he had that. But the only person he can be like that for is another person, not for himself.
Talking to someone other
so
than
technically he's doing it to himself, just through another person. And that's why he's the first person to call back.
To me, this environment is meant to represent
Hi,
Coda's
Cat.
puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay. No! Wait, let me out! I don't know whose house this is. Hello? Ah, there's a man! Okay, hold on. Well, my goodness! I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Though I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself and rap miserable down with it. I'm reading.
From previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I like the backing track. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Okay. Should we be nice and lousy homes make home loners? Okay. That's your house. You can hear me moving around. Okay. Something tells me you're gonna be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't going to clean itself. Far as I know, I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? I cleared it! I can click now! Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Dang, man, am I doing all your chores for you? Oh. Okay, now what? While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Okay, I did it. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Let's say 2. Was Brian just banned? Okay. I don't think so. A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did I like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? Okay, I'm going. Now what? Hi, Just! Hi, Pastry! Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Okay, I did that. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? This is you, by the way. This is a southern version of you guys. Okay, should we say, do you have to? I'll say, yeah, I'll try to get by. What do you mean? Was that not a good answer? No, it was stupid. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Bro, I did it. Hi, Steven. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? You don't need to be perfect. We're all just human. Tell me! Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? I'm going. Hold on. Okay, now tell me. Perfect. Now then,
After
how
the
about you
intense
come
set
and
of
clear these
prison
dishes
meetings,
off the table?
This house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Okay. Wait. I'm turning alerts back on. Okay. Do these chores ever end? He's just chat banned? That's probably Automod. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owes you, so I don't be with it to have and leave the future chores to feature you. Pressing you wants to smooth out the way of the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Heh, don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. There's a bit of truth in that. Dang, are you gonna call me cheesy? My fault! I'm trying to match your energy! Okay, whatever, man. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. No, maybe there are tsundere. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. I'm cleaning.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Okay. I mean, it's nice, right? It's more mundane. You have, like, Oh,
But,
question.
Of course,
Do
it
you...
can't
Hey!
last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just
Why?
can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay
Why?
alive.
Will I die? I'm gonna stand in it! I'm gonna stand in it. I'm standing in it. I'm standing in it. Oh. Oh, everything's open now. You think Bubba's a horse? Okay. Hello, I'm standing in it. Okay, it's not doing. Okay, we're going. Hi, Spider. Yaoi or Yuri? Can I have both? Girl can have both? Okay, and then we meet the lamppost
Which is
again.
the whole point of the puzzle doors, right?
Oh, he just answered
That
me!
sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
I think it... I think he just wants...
This one gets a bit goofy.
Ugh. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Oh, this is me if I was a professor. Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No! You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person's a better human being than I am. That's a terrible way to think. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know that's so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Stop jumping around. I intend to, prediction is, does this sell? Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy.
About
It
halfway
is
through
so
the game,
easy.
the perspective
It is
shifts.
so easy. Being perfect is effortless. I told you it's sell, man. Oh. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an
And
elderly
you play
person to
as
start.
the teacher.
Kids should not fall.
And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
What do you
Oh, and
mean?
also, you can move around the classroom now.
I didn't do anything. I'm just a spectator. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, what am I supposed to say? I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Drinking is not hurting my life. You're either perfect or you're not me. I wish that was a line. Do you understand that you won't be? Whoa, that one's crazy. Just kidding. Oops, that is not the one I wanted to click. That was an accident. Everyone run! We're gonna
I
die!
felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences
Perfection.
that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way.
Drinking can never
and
hurt your
completely
life.
miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Why do you think about it a lot these days? Did his friend die?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice
Okay.
as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found it a little strange at the time.
Ah! We're performing! Hold on! Ahem! Ahem. I will be playing as you? Okay. Okay, this is you guys! I'm playing as you! We're at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against the wall. Yeah. We're so cool. We're so cool. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Wow, you guys want to become a photographer. We're gonna say something to her. Sorry, I have to leave. Where's the bathroom? Okay, unironically, I would probably accidentally say like number 3 or something. Hello? Hello? That's it? What am I supposed to say? You want me to say, where's the bathroom? You need to actually converse with her, be a human being? Okay, heaven forbid I have manners. Hold on. They did not teach this in social. 1 second. I never went to social. Okay. I like you. you. This is Riz. Oh, sorry. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. He's panicking. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. Are you convincing me or you? For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. We're touching the people nearby? Wait, we're touching them? Oh, we can't touch them! Okay. President, get down. Performing kind of nervous. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? No, flattery. This is a good one. You must have worked really hard to get to where you are. What do you mean I'm messing it all up again? That's not personal. What do you mean I'll freak her out? What are you talking? You don't know what you're talking about. What did you say? Do you not realize how important this was for me? Oh, hey, I was reading that. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. He just said we're not good enough to be him, by the way. I want you guys to know that. 2 Let me out! Oh, let me out. I'm sorry. Ah! Stop! Okay, yes.
The game ends with
now
this
is
eerie
working.
premonition
This is what
of
it was
what's
like.
going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Is 5 months a long time? I thought that was like not so long of a time for game making. Mobius! Oh, Morbius. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay, wait. The game was to honor Coda's life from his friend? What do you mean? Don't spoil? What do you mean? Ah! Blind! Help, I'm blind! Oh, are we gonna die? We're all blind. There's a giant door there. You can't see anything either. I mean, I can kind of see anything. I am blind! Are we gonna crash? Oh my gosh, we're actually gonna crash. Ah! Who said the yippee when that happened? You're messed up! You're so messed up. Thank you for the 10 bits.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
There is a solution? Okay. What's going on? Hold on. Let me figure out the solution. I have an answer for you in like 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Meow. Okay, hold on. One more time. I'm dead? No, not yet. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. That is super sad, dude. It's draining
I said, I was
me.
getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Dang, man. Okay. The answer was I do like cleanser, and I do cleanser and I do moisturizer. I did do moisturizer sometimes. I mean, I did do it most of the time, but I stopped doing it recently because I got an autoimmune disease. And the autoimmune disease was basically like all over my skin. That's my yaoi disease. And I wasn't supposed to use any like products on it because it had to like heal on its own, and I was taking like meds for it. Which I kind of still am, but any recommended cleanser? I use CeraVe, the hydrating facial cleanser, the one that's like bright green. But no toners because I don't see like I'm like a skin simplist. You know what I mean? Just cleanser and moisturizer, and like everything else I feel like should probably be derm recommended. I don't like the pushed products and stuff. I think it's kind of a waste of money. Okay. Where am I? Hello? Let me up! Hold on, I can make it up here. Watch this. Can I fall off? Oh, okay. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. It looks like baby steps all over again. Okay. When I try to create, I feel like that's something he would say. Is this heaven? Oh no! What happened? Did something change? There's a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me. Start again. Okay, let's say 1. Oh, okay. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. It's given that one part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Did I ever tell you guys that I never watched that before? I saw like clips of it when I was younger, but I never like actually watched it. You have to take me to it! Neon green or the blue green one? It's not the blue green one. It's like the neon
about
green
his
one.
creative frustrations. This one turns it up to 11.
I can do that, but there's a problem. It's guarded by difficult
Put yourself in my
You
shoes,
can help me.
please.
We'll find
Here's
the machine,
a friend
deal?
whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I clicked 3. I did not say deal normally. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own
Here's the
little
puzzle.
bubble,
What do you think?
just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on. You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Okay. Ah! Okay, but it wasn't true. But it wasn't true. I think this is exposure therapy. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
It's not really about the game,
This is
though.
someone I
It's
really
like
cared
art.
about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Because it's no, but that's because it's personal, though. I feel like that's like, okay, is it healthy? No, but it's like a natural thing to be. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's apt. This is all apt. It's not great, but how would you know? Okay, none of this is helping. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm continuing.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
It's him! That's him!
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
How many months did the last one take? You played Valor and brain eating amoeba made you think you were getting shot at! My fault. Okay. Is there someone violently sobbing in the background? Yeah, I think that's him. Oh, or her. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Wow, we're LARPing now. Okay, guys, let's LARP. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Never mind. We're not... What is this? Ah! Press! Hold on. I'm press training right now. They're giving me PR training. This is my practice. No questions! Sorry. Let me take it seriously.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. These people out there, can you imagine what pain you put through? It was only because of your creations that any of us can make. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do another job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go out and apologize. You have to admit to the people who I've been so alone. Let's say 3. We've been so alone. And not we, like this person. Apologize for leaving me. This is Coda, by the way. This is the dev. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Alright then, I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. Okay? Hello? My followers! My friends! Oh, okay. What do we call them? If we call them our friends, will that, like, have bad repercussions? Because they'll, like... Will they get parasocial and then it'll be really bad? But if we call them my followers, that's so, like... Wait, okay, so... Okay, necessary evil. My followers! It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. Okay, it falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. Followers. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Oh, we are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let's show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Let's not do that. We will destroy everything the machine has created. Gotta practice my apology speech for all those yaoi videos. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, we're staging again. Okay. What? I have a gun. I see something back there. Can I go back here? No? Okay. Let's go like
Remember, you
normal
can
people.
click to fire the gun.
I know that! Oh, there's nowhere I can go. Oh! Okay, wait. We're destroying everything! This game is great! Okay, still now you start celebrating the game. That's crazy.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive.
I think you
And I'll
just
tell
wanted
you,
to go.
at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking
Oh,
that
I'm getting us out of
Code
here.
is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Ah.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
I
If he could
somehow
see the
think that'll
difference it
be
would
way
make
worse.
To have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oops. We gotta play an FPS next. I've been really craving an FPS.
So I started showing
today.
Coda's work to people. I took this one,
Oh my
and
God.
the island which you just
I
played,
follow it.
the theater, the notes, the house
like
cleaning
Power Washing
game, and some of the
Simulator?
prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and
American
trusted.
School
I asked their
Simulator.
opinions. And the great
Stop
part
giving
is that
birth.
they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, gives presidential Yaoi style birth. Oh, put down your weapon. How do I put it down? Ah! We're going gun for gun! Wait, I don't want to do this. Wait, I don't want to do
See
this.
why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe
This
I
is
could
such a-
fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best.
This is such a-
feeling. It was the
this is
absolute
such-
best feeling.
This is such a
Made
bad
me
mentality.
So happy, so beautifully happy.
That's such a bad mentality. That's the I can fix it mentality. But like, he's like,
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower. and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
It's selfish? Yeah, I know, because it makes the narrator feel happy. It doesn't... It's not... He's like, it made me feel so good. I was so glad after I showed everybody. Unless the narrator is talking about himself in third-person perspective. And this game, of all the mini-games, is actually just Coda's final game of the games. And the narrator is technically him. So he's talking to himself. When he's like, and I thought this was so good for Coda because I started showing it to everybody. And that's him showing it to everybody. That's the only way this would be like, kind of cool. You know what I mean?
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I feel like the narrator was always selfish. Oh. Yeah, but like, unless it's actually him, it's like, it's kind of messed up. Ah!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
The thing is, maybe Coda doesn't want us to continue, do you know what I mean? I don't want to do it. Oh, okay, I'm ready to continue.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Why is he hating like crazy right now? I hear him hating. He's like, yeah, all of them were broken, by the way.
To randomly guess the 6-digit code.
I like those
the invisible
odds.
maze, it's frustrating to me because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't.
I really think it's not though.
Engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot
Hi,
of my
bud.
time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here.
Let me do it, bro. Come on.
I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Oh my gosh, I can't even do it anymore. Oh. Meow to the max. Okay.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Ah! He's pissing me off!
He's
pissing me off!
Fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
Yes.
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution.
Gosh.
But I
feel it somehow. I feel like I failed,
Oh,
and I don't understand why.
Wait. Oh, okay.
I remember. It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have
No, you don't.
idea who this
Me when I
person
savior
is.
complex my way into a
It
friendship with
wasn't
somebody
the guy I
who really
knew.
doesn't
It
want.
wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
It's X marks the spot. I figured that out before you even asked. My fault. Listen, man. This guy, listen. He's like, dude, listen. No. He's...
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see
Make his
myself
work
in
your own.
someone else.
What?
I needed to be someone other than me.
What are you talking
And
about?
left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
What are you talking about? See, bye, Pug. Hi, Fallen. See, I knew it was
How did I
weird.
screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No.
Because of what I did.
My fault.
Poisoned it
This is
for you.
serious. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Ahem.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. He stole it? No, he just... He actually became parasocial. Like, this is unironically, like... I don't even know how to explain this. It's like...
And the people who
he's, like,
played them,
obsessive.
they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
No, you're right. He also... Just like the dev has, like, just like the dev is kind of, like, in his feelings about his games, this guy also has, like, issues. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, he's a person too, I guess. You've so infected my personal space that it's not possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden in between games. What? You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer and meaning, would it make you any happier? Did I miss a bunch of hidden solutions? Okay, hold on. It's the narrator's fault. He was pissing me off. Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Wow, what is this? What am I watching? Would you simply
And
let
then
them
you
be what
stopped.
they are?
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And
When
as
I'm
soon
around
as
you, I
that
feel
happened,
physically ill.
there was no
Oh.
feeling at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Less than nothing.
You desperately need something,
What does
and I
that
cannot
mean?
give it to you. I literally do not have it. It means you're weird, bro. That's what it means. It means you are strange. You are obsessed with... Oh, struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. That's literally what I said. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Because he wanted to give them meaning. I can't believe he added the lamppost to it. That pissed me off a lot.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work.
Hello?
Because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so
I don't want to
part of
be
me
with
has
this
hope
guy anymore.
that if I put this compilation out into the world,
Where's
if I
the
put my name
letter?
on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up.
You didn't even read the
If
text.
I apologize.
Get me
to you
out of
truly
here.
and deeply. Will you start making games again?
That's
Please.
disgusting.
I need
Get
to
me
feel
out of
okay with
here.
myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
He's making me
'Cause
shiver.
I know
Let
that
me
I did
out,
the
please
awful
let me
thing,
out.
and I'm doing it again right now. Like I'm showing
It
people
wants to
your
be
work.
Stanley Parable
but
so
I
bad. It's
can't
by the same
stop
creator.
myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again. Like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want.
He's going cookie crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
I'm getting crushed. Mute him. Mute the narrator. Listen, man. No. I get it. I get it. But also, I don't get it. What are you doing? Is the room shrinking? Yeah. Okay. Epilogue. Man. Can we leave? Oh, we can. Mods ban the narrator.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I'm not gonna say anything. But just know I was thinking something. But I'm not gonna say it. Hi W6. What does this? The star means you're a sub. You think the narrator needs a therapist? I was thinking that the narrator sounds what? Still, that is not at all what I was thinking. I'm carrying TikTok, okay?
Guess if someone
It's
had
just the
told me
yaoi.
ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
That's
Wouldn't
on
have told so
you!
many people that he was depressed.
That you said that.
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
You said that. Nobody else said that except you. You know nobody else said that. You still came up with your delusional ideas. That's not... Okay. What does sub mean? Sub means you get to use the emotes, and I think you get ad-free viewing.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't
The
show me
disease,
what
the
a shitty
yaoi
person you
disease.
are. They'll hate you.
It is yaoi! He's an obsessive yandere. It was yaoi after all. It's unrequited yaoi. Thank you for the sub. You knew it? Yeah, you guys did know it. I'm sorry I doubted you. I didn't want to call it too soon. What if it wasn't? You can't just assume all the time, man. You saw what happened when this guy assumed. He went crazy. Everything is yaoi. You're definitely subscribing when you get paid. Thank you. Yandere yaoi. You left for 30 seconds. Still, you missed that. It's actually obsessive yandere yaoi. Someone subbed. I said thank you for the sub. I saw it. It's QZ. It's peer parasocial obsessive yowie. Yeah, I know, right? So someone gifted you specially or it's random. I think it's you probably got one of Richard's random gifted subs.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Why are you
Strange,
asking
but
me?
The thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
I don't know why you're telling me this, bro. This is something you should have made this game, rewatched it, and been like, oh! But instead, you still released it. And you know what that proves to me? You learned nothing. You learned absolutely nothing. He needs to ask that to a
What now?
professional. Imagine your coda, right? Some guy starts sharing your personal
I think
work.
I need to go.
It makes it out to be.
I'm sorry, because
Please stop
I know that I
interrupting
said
me.
that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for.
So what am I supposed to do?
So I'm just
He learned nothing making money off of it.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, imagine you're a coda and this guy comes in and he tries to be your best friend, but you can kind of tell that he's trying to like be you or something, you know? He's trying to like profit off of you, but like not monetarily, like emotionally, right? So you're just making these games and he keeps adding this stuff in it and you're like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, it's because you're depressed. It's okay, don't worry, I understand you. And you're just like, what are you talking about? And now you're freaked out because some guy just keeps like following you around all the time and basically stalking you. I would be pissed too. You would even call it ants. Okay. Am I in Egypt right now? I guess. What's going up? Still, that's because you didn't put yourself in his position. You need to understand him. You know what I mean? You didn't immerse, that's why. If you were immersed, you would get it. You just had to be there still. Okay, sorry. Okay. Dang. Now that that guy's not cheating any... Oh, what happened? Now that that guy's not cheating anymore, it's taking us a really long time to do these things. Not many people know what a payphone is anymore. Chad, do you guys know what a payphone is? You guys know, right? We were just in one. Okay, yeah, you guys know. Okay, good, you guys know. Why are you lying? You wouldn't lie to me, right? We're co-workers. Okay. This is, I'm not gaslighting you guys. What are you talking about? We're ascending! Is payphone the boxes with the phone? Yeah, it is. That's actually crazy. That's a big maze, man. Yeah, it is a maze. It's just a really insane one. Thank goodness we didn't do this. Turn Dang.
Turn back from this cave.
4R.
You said,
The game was
"Let me
set.
prove
This project will not have been
that
possible
I'm
with the following individuals.
brave. Let me keep going."
I think.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired.
What do you mean refund the game so he doesn't get money? What are you talking about? It's not released by the same. It's not released by the actual guy, right? This is like a satirical like take, right? I mean, not a satirical take, but it's like a meta take, right?
Turn back.
Google search it? Okay, hold on. Wait, I want to see if there's any after credits. I don't know if I still can refund it, because we might have played it for too long. Okay. What's the game's name? Beginner's Guide True Story. It's fictional! You guys are tweaking out! It's fictional! Okay, here. We can look at it together. You want to see the reviews? Hold on. The reviews say on Steam it has very positive 14K English reviews. That's what it says. Still, I don't know what you're talking about. You have 14,887 people disagreeing with you. Okay. Wait, let me see. The narrator, Raiden, isn't accurate to who he is in real life. There's no great betrayal, no falling out with a friend, but there's no doubt that aspects of the game are based on true events. It would be easy to speculate about the well-being of real-life Davy Raiden based on the beginner's guide to conclude that he is unhappy and dejected. However, that would mean falling into the same trap as narrator Raiden did. Believing that an artist's work acts as a window to their soul. There are instances, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I think those 14.88 people can... Okay. 2 hours is the return window. We technically are under 2 hours, but I played the whole game. It would feel really messed up to return it. His name is Davy, basically. Let's see the reviews. The game is too... Okay. It's not... Okay, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. No. It wasn't bad. I just think that, like... The narrator is so unlikable, man. He's so unlikable. And I don't think... Unless I'm missing, like, a ton of stuff, right? I made the money from stream of the price of the game. Keep our profits up. Still, are you my accountant? It's basically rage bait. It is kind of rage bait. I mean, I kind of... No, the premise is not bad, though. It's like... Because, it does... He does, Davey does make his stuff to read, like, he has depression or anxiety, right? Coda, the other guy. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because the games are good, but he just keeps, like, ruining everything. Save the money to fund more yaoi. All those messages you read made you miss all the lore. No. I understand the lore. So, Coda starts giving him all this stuff, right? He gives him, like, the first game, and the guy plays it, and he's like, this is cool, I think it's good. And then he feels like he has to keep giving and making games because the other guy wants them so much, and it's like, he always wants something more out of him, and he's, like, reading so deep into it. And the main guy is like, I don't really know why he's doing that, I'm just making it because I'm enjoying it. But he's, like, making it into this big deal, and I don't even want it to be a big deal. I'm making it because it's fun, right? But the other guy's like, oh, so profound, I love all of it, it's so great. And then it actually wasn't that profound, and he kept adding stuff, so much so that he started stalking the other guy, and the other guy was like, okay, stop talking to me. And the reason the months get greater and greater and greater between the amount of games he's, like, giving to him is because he just doesn't want to, like, deal with him anymore because it's annoying him. Like, the guy's, like, pestering him all the time for games, and then he's telling him, okay, this game is for you, I just make these games for fun, okay, I'm just giving it to you to see. And then the other guy's like, yes, a new game, watch this, I'm gonna make it famous. And then he makes it famous, but he does it because he wants, like, he likes hearing the people say, wow, that's such a great game, it's so profound, I love it so much, because it, like, validates him feeling the way he feels about that guy's games. Alternatively, you could just say that the lore is that because one guy was in love with the other guy to the point that he got obsessed. And then he couldn't give up until the very end. And then at the very end, I guess he did, but it didn't really, I mean, it didn't mean much because he already, like, the first guy is gonna have to live with that anyways. Do you know what I mean? Is it exploitation? Not. Let me look up a definition before I say yes or no, actually. Let me make sure. The action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. Okay, so with the definition of exploitation from the dictionary on Google, yes. I guess it is. He's not intending to treat him unfairly, but because he's being so obsessive, it does treat him unfairly. So yes, technically, it is exploitation. So if there were a scale of exploitation, it would be on like the lower side, but it still is by definition. Conclusion, yaoi got made, toxic yaoi plot. Okay, you guys are so yaoi brain rotted. Okay, you want to read the other guys still? Wait, let me look up his Twitch. Send it. Can we get a fit check? If you want, I'm wearing pajama pants. But here, you can look at them. Which side am I on? Which side is this side? This side? Okay. Lumie merch when? I don't know. Okay, here's the outfit. It's actually nothing. I'm wearing pajama pants, man. Not the intention to, but it ends up being, yeah. What a pussy shirt! Dude, my boyfriend got it for me, and I think it's so funny. Buzz cut when? Never. Conclusion, yeah, we got made. I know. Stop yelling bussies in the chat. Okay. Wait, let me look up the stream. He's listening to Mulan! He's listening to Mulan. Do I plan to drop music soon? I'm not telling. My lips are sealed. I'm not telling. If we raid camera and be a little freaky? Whoa! Now I'm gonna visit Bussy's bald Lumie when? Okay. We're not going overtime today because we all of us, including me and including you, made it on time. Okay? So now we are going to raid. Wait, I have to figure out how to raid. How do I raid somebody? How do I raid? Chat, I've never done this before. Hold on. How do I raid? Wait, how do I do it? Oh, I see it. I found it. Okay, hold on. Din dairy. Okay, Lumas. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna send you over to that channel for today. This is our first raid. Everybody go be nice, okay? Bye, Lumas. See you later. Bye. Wait. How do I do it? Oh, okay. Bye. You have 4 seconds left. Be nice. Okay, be good over there. Bye. How do I do it? That's not doing it. Oh, okay.
Hey, Raiders. We're in a karaoke ad break. That's an embarrassing time for you to join. The ad break just ended, actually. I am not a good Raid. Holy shit. Thank you. Lumie called you a femboy. That is...
I did not say that! Stop! You guys stop spreading misinformation. Okay.
Let me give you a follow.
Okay, I'm ending stream. I'm ending